Okay, so picking up from Gary, where Gary left off, I'm going to show you a couple of the features that Xline has to offer. Referring back to an earlier point, monitors doubling in size, halving in price over the last number of years, and as a result of that, point-of-sale screen has got smaller and smaller. What you now have the ability to do on a local setting, so you can do it per computer, is to change the font size to normal, medium, or large. It's a small change with a very big impact. So if you're standing in front of a computer all day long using this screen, it's a totally different environment than a back office user, and it's a lot easier to use if everything is a lot bigger. Xline handles images in a far more sophisticated way than Xline. I'm going to pick a sample customer and a sample product, printer cartridge. And you see we've got a stock status window here. You can move the stock status window wherever you want, and it'll remember where you've put it, and it'll keep on recalling that to the same place each time you log in. If you're operating in a multi-company environment and you have the same product codes in each company, what we can now do is show you the stock of that product in your other company. So the scenario here would be if you have a Dublin company and a Mullingar company, and if you're sitting in Dublin and you've run out of that stock, on your point of sale screen, as you're standing in front of the customer, you can actually see what's in stock in another company. We've also enabled multi-images per product. Feeding into all the clicks bits, it's a standard requirement now that every product that you sell online will have more than one image. So when we now click on an image in Xline, it can store multiple images per product. And those multiple images you can use Xline as your central store for your images, and those images can be automatically uploaded to your web platform. Credit card integration is something that I've been asked for many times over the last few years. The first question is what's the benefit of integrating credit cards? Because it's not easy and it's technically quite difficult to achieve. It can speed up your point-of-sale transaction time. It's very basic. You're moving from one machine to another device and you're re-entering information. It takes up time, slows down the process of the sale. It can help prevent fraud. Someone entering a lower figure in a credit card terminal then is actually on intact because they know the person. Human error, they just make a mistake. The big benefit from my perspective, it's reduction of any problems that are created in a transaction the day after a credit card entry has been made. For example, if someone enters 1496 and it should have been 1469, it can take someone in the back office a good hour to figure that out if there's more than one entry, trying to create a lodgement or do a bank rec the next day. So the time saving is in your staff the next day, not necessarily at the credit card terminal. Automated emails. The scenario here that we want to dream up is you've got a customer at your point of sale terminal and they have a transaction, and as they're walking out of your shop, their phone goes beep beep and they've received an email of their invoice as they're walking out of your shop. It's very important that not all customers will want that. Some customers would kick you down the road if that happened. Some customers will think it's the best thing since sliced bread. So it's configurable per customer. Once you've configured for a specific customer, all you do is create a transaction, sell them one product, and what we've done is we've enabled the Xline to configure you either to automatically send the email out or to ask you, do you want to print it or email it? I've this set up to email Mark, and I'm not going to hit yes because, don't worry, you're getting nervous, because I've been badgering him with practice emails for the last few days. Last but not least are stock requisitions. Stock requisitions are known by many things in different trade counters. We've got wants lists, requisitions, little back book, customer requests, suggestion box. Every company has a different name. It's when someone approaches you, asks you for something, it's either doesn't exist as a product or you can't find it, but you know you don't have it in stock. So this is somewhere where any user can informally write down what a customer has asked for and who the customer is. I've created a list here already. What's crucial about this is that not all of these items exist as products already. So I'm going to enter, we've never sold a blue bucket before, so I'm going to enter this as a free text item, and I'm not going to create it as a stock item. And it's for John. I'm going to save this. That's where the interaction with stock requisitions for the point of sale user ends. But what you can do then is pick it up in the purchasing ribbon under the batch stock reorder. So now we're looking at the same stock requisitions window again. But what we can do is, I won't do it now, it'll take up too much time, is I can convert this blue bucket to a product at this point. You obviously need to create a product for you to be able to order it. But what I can do is I can pull all of these products into the standard batch stock reorder, and at this point it'll fall into the normal workflow process where you can create either a normal requisition or you can create an order. I don't want to let Mark have all the fun of introducing the Xline team. So some people I'd like to single out who've been instrumental in getting this to where it is today are the development team, who are over there. Guys, would you mind standing up? We don't need to do it one by one, everyone together.
Can't see them. Can't see them.
You guys stand up too. Could everyone mind giving them a round of applause? Thank you. A personal thanks. You guys have been great. It's been fun and games. Hopefully you don't hate me too much, and we're looking forward to the many improvements that we're going to make to it in the next coming months and years. Thank you.